Hey there, I'm Angela Sharp, and welcome to the Daily Mix. Okay, you guys, this is going to be a little bit of a PSA, also to tell you an interesting story that happened to me this weekend. So I'm looking for a new car, a new fun car. I have a car that gets me from place to place, but I have a fun car, and I'm looking to trade it in. And if you're like me, when you go to look at cars, you like to go when there are no dealers at the lot because they can be kind of pushy. Now, I've done this ever since we were kids. Like when my parents would look for cars, they would do this the same way. And you know, when you're looking at a car, you open the door if it's open and you might sit in it. I have a tendency to be claustrophobic of some cars. Like I love the Camaro, can't sit in it. So we looked at a couple Mustangs yesterday, and then we looked at this Corvette. And so I got in the car, I was there with my dad, he was helping me look around, and I was sitting in the car and my dad's like, "Are you gonna be too claustrophobic at that?" And I was like, "I don't know, shut the door." So he shuts the door and I'm in it, and I go to open it up. I can't open it up. And so I look at my dad and I'm like, "Dad." And so my dad comes over, he can't open it up. And I can see the little electric light blinking red. I'm locked in this Corvette yesterday. Nobody's at the dealership. It was hot yesterday. So I'm like starting to panic. My eyes are huge. My dad's trying to calm me down. He was like, "Hey, do you have your phone?" I don't have my phone. My phone's in my car. So my dad runs to my car because he was going to have to call 911 to get me out of this Corvette. Luckily, for some reason, I checked the passenger door. That was open, and I climbed out. But we did test it. So after I was all out, we shut it, tried to open it again. It was locked. So what I think happened was, I think the dealership thought they locked the car, but didn't shut the doors all the way, so that when I got in, after we shut it, I was locked inside. So I'm letting you know this because I do this all the time and never once have been locked in a car before. Don't ever shut the doors. Also, like kids, when kids walk through those lots, they always play in cars like that. I'm just letting you know, don't do that. I already emailed the dealership it happened at, but I'm sure it happens at all the dealerships. So keep that in mind when shopping for a car. All right, you guys, I have to talk about Lucky Charms cereal, right? What's the best part, the cereal or the marshmallows? Well, if you're like me, you totally said marshmallows. Now, this news might make you very happy. You can now buy bags of just the Lucky Charms marshmallows. General Mills and Jet Puffed teamed up to bring the bags of green clovers, pink hearts, blue moons, and yellow stars to store shelves. But there's something that might not make you happy. Did you notice I said Jet Puffed? That means these are gonna be bigger and fluffier like regular marshmallows instead of the little bits that are found in the cereal. So what do you think? Is that a deal breaker? It is for me. I'm the adult who buys Lucky Charms and pours it all out and then just takes out the little pieces that I need. So that's pretty, important to me. And plus the puffy stuff, I don't want that. Now, later on, we have Diana here from the St. Louis Aquarium. She is gonna tell us everything we need to know. Now, get this, guys. You guys can buy little fish with your name on it so that when you walk in, you can see it. So keep it right here. Let's get started on today's Daily Mix. For the 20th year in a row, Brew Science is bringing a unique stringed chamber music concert to St. Louis. The internationally acclaimed Jacques Thibaud String Trio features 3 of the world's finest chamber musicians. Concert pianist Tay Lin will be joining the trio when they perform here later this week. The trio was founded at the Berlin School of Art in 1994 and has since performed throughout Europe, Japan, and North America, delighting audiences and critics alike. You can see the Jacques Thibaud String Trio later, Thursday, August 22nd at 7:30 at the Pillsbury Theater in University City. For more information, visit brewerschool.com/st-louis-mo-concert. Yeah, I know, but get this. Later on, I'm gonna be giving away 2 pairs of tickets to the concert on Facebook Live. So make sure you check out STL TV's Facebook page for all the details on how you can enter to win. Now, if you're interested in a career in construction, you'll want to mark your calendar for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers' next NGA West Construction Training Fair. This will be a great opportunity to learn about construction trades, apprenticeships, careers related to the next NGA West construction project. As the 5-year project gets underway, there's going to be a need for hundreds of additional workers. They have opportunities for all skill levels in the construction trades like carpentry, electrical, HVAC, plumbing, and more. During the training fair, there will be unions, employers, and job training organizations on site to discuss the opportunities they have available. The construction training fair will take place next Tuesday, August 27th from 4 to 7 at the St. Sandclaus Heritage Center. Registration is not required. You can learn more at nextngawest.com. Now, unfortunately, opioid abuse has become an epidemic here in the U.S. According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, more than 130 people die each day due to overdosing. In an effort to raise awareness about the epidemic, CARE STL Health is hosting the first ever Project O awareness walk later this month. They're having both a 1 mile and a 3 mile walk, and everyone is invited. There will also be vendors there to offer help to both those who are struggling with addiction as well as the families of loved ones who are addicted. The walk is free, and the first 100 people to register will receive a free t-shirt. The Project O Awareness Day and Walk will take place on Saturday, August 31st from 9 to 1 at the Upper Muni parking lot in Forest Park. For more information or to register, visit carestlhealth.org. Now, of course, we all love the St. Louis Zoo. It's a great place to visit with the whole family. But next week they have something special planned, and it's just for the 21 and up crowd. The St. Louis Zoo Young Professionals are throwing a party, and that means you can enjoy Zoo Uncorked with over 75 selections of wine and beer to sample while jamming out to live music by Fat Pocket, Johnny Henry, and DJ Micro. You'll also want to check out the Stingrays at Caribbean Cove, presented by SSM Health. Take a spin on the Marianne Lee Conservative Carousel, and catch a ride on the Emerson Zoo-Lide Railroad. They're all included with your event admission. Proceeds will benefit the zoo and its conservative efforts. Jamming at the Zoo, presented by Macy's, is next Wednesday, the 28th. You can go from 6 to 10. You can learn more at stlzoo.org/jammin'. And check this out, you guys. I have 2 pairs of tickets to give away to Jammin' at the Zoo. All you have to do is head to our Facebook page and answer this trivia question. In 1992, the first elephant was born at the St. Louis Zoo. What is his or her name? We've posted this question on our Facebook page. You will put the answer in the comment section by Thursday night before midnight, and we'll randomly draw 2 winners on Friday morning. Good luck! The Down Syndrome Association of Greater St. Louis serves nearly 1,800 people with Down syndrome, as well as their families throughout our community, by offering support, education, public awareness, and they have some exciting news. They're one of 200 finalists and the only finalist from St. Louis to be in the running for a $25,000 grant from State Farm Neighborhood Assist. If they win, they plan to buy a utility van that'll help grow their hands-on employment training program, the Pop-Up Shack Shop. First, they need your help. More importantly, they need your votes. 40 winners will be decided by popular vote, and the voting is open now. You can cast up to 10 votes per day through August 23rd, which means I need you to get started on this right away. You can vote for them at neighborhoodassist.com. It's only going to take a few minutes of your time, and why not help out a local program? So please go vote. Now, last week we told you about Comptroller Green's blood drive at City Hall. Lots of donors showed up, and guess what? We were there too. We wanted to check out this event and find out more about this annual event. So check this out.
Today we're hosting our twice annual blood drive for American Red Cross at St. Louis City Hall, and this is hosted by Comptroller Darlene Green. She's been a longtime supporter of the St. Louis chapter of the American Red Cross and hosted blood drives at City Hall for several years. Typically we have about 25 donors in a given drive, and that is, that's blood that is both used for emergency purposes and then as well as for sickle cell therapies. Many of our employees in City Hall, as well as community members that come down to the blood drive, are African American, and many are eligible or desire to support sickle cell therapies, and they make blood donations for those purposes. So for people who may have a concern whether or not they can donate, the best thing to do is always check on the American Red Cross's website, and that'll give you good indications of what the types of folks they're looking for, and then if there are any concerns either from a medical standpoint or maybe a medication, those are all listed on the site and would be the primary resource for finding out if you're eligible to donate.
And we have that website right there on the screen for you, redcross.org. You can also learn more by calling 1-800-RED-CROSS. So definitely do that. I am very excited now. I have Diane Bauhof here with the St. Louis Aquarium Foundation.
Hi.
So glad to see you again. We came out, STL TV came out and saw the aquarium when it was kind of under construction. We're still under construction, but
Yes.
you guys have some exciting stuff going on.
We do. So I'm with the St. Louis Aquarium Foundation, and so that's a nonprofit partner to the aquarium. And our goal is to help people understand why our rivers and waterways and oceans are so important. And we do that through education programs, access programs, and conservation, and we have a volunteer program.
Oh, I love that. Now, when I was there, we were talking to the guys who are building the aquarium. They said that's going to be a big focus in the aquarium, is kind of showing people how the rivers and streams all kind of help us.
Yes, and that was important when it was being designed, is not only to just have fabulous exhibits that people can look at and learn from, but also people to engage with. And so there will be aquarists and educators and volunteers as you go throughout your voyage through the aquarium. And they may be there with different carts and different animals. So we'll have additional animals like some reptiles and amphibians, a few small mammals, to really help talk to people about, the environment and the aquatic environment.
And it's a really nice way to kind of do something fun, especially if you have kids, get them involved, but also throw a little knowledge in there when they're not even noticing it's happening.
Exactly, and that's what we want it to be, is a fun experience, but a little education thrown in there. And that's exactly what we want, to people to leave with an idea of, even if it's one nugget of information they didn't know, or if it inspires a kid to want to learn more about conservation or just animal habitats, but also what you can do to make a difference in your community and even just in your own home. What's one little thing you can maybe change to impact?
Right, well, yeah, that's important. And I see we have this table full of awesome stuff here. So you guys are starting this program where you're going to put up these different fish and animals. There's turtle there, so not all fish, but
Right.
different animals that people can purchase so their name can be on the aquarium.
Yeah, we really wanted to bring something to the community because, Union Station has so many memories for so many people. For 125 years, it's the 125th anniversary this year, but also this new state-of-the-art aquarium coming into it. So we thought it would be a fun way to get to put your name on a plaque that'll be on these, I call them recognition monuments, as you walk into the aquarium entry, but also into the Conservation Center. And you can put up to about 32 characters on there. So you might want to put your own name, or you could put all of your grandkids' names on each fish. Or
Right.
I've seen people memorialize, a pet, or maybe it was even a little goldfish from their past. So it's fun to see all,
To see what-
all the
yeah.
things come in. Yeah, yeah.
So
And
I'm a
it'll
fish
look kinda like
person,
that.
so I would be that person. So it would basically look similar to this,
Yes.
minus the
Yeah,
logo.
there's no logo. Sorry,
So-
we're getting that corrected. But yeah, so your information would be on here, and you can come, and it'll be up for at least 15 years. So you can come back and visit your fish and see it on the way in, and help just kind of be a part of this wonderful new aquarium coming to St. Louis.
And that's kind of a big deal. I know Busch Stadium has it.
Yeah.
The Blues are starting to do it where they have those bricks there, and people love to come find the names of maybe their grandfather or their neighbor or whoever. So this way you can kind of be a part of history as the aquarium makes its way to St.
That's
Louis.
exactly the point. Yeah, it's very similar to like a brick program, but we wanted it to be aquatic in nature.
Well, absolutely. And these are kind of standing, these monuments that these fish are going to be on.
Yes.
So you're not looking on the ground here. These are up.
Yep, there'll be about 22 feet on average of these big monuments and all different fish. They'll just be swimming randomly, well, swimming, but they'll be up randomly, and we will tell you what side of which monument you're on, so you won't have to completely look forever, but then you can go see everybody else's messages too.
I love that, and of course, it's kind of like we're showing a little photo of what it could potentially look like up there, which is pretty neat.
Yes.
And that way you can kind of find out. You have different sizes that go with kind of, different price points, so people can do that. But you also have virtual fish.
We do. We have a digital fish, and you can go into, we have about an 80-inch screen that'll be inside the Conservation and Education Center. You can type in your name, and your fish will pop up on the screen. So there's a wide variety of different levels and options for everybody. So you can go to our website and see the different
see all the different choices, and it kind of gets you to be a part of history. And I know people were excited when I visited you probably back in January.
Yes.
But now that the wheel is up, I think people are really starting to feel the buzz of the aquarium.
They are, and I think the aquarium Facebook page already has, I want to say it's like 70,000 followers, and we're not even open yet. So it's already out there, and people are so excited. People are calling to volunteer. People are calling and just want to be involved and engaged in some way.
Is that really exciting for you that people are already wanting to be involved?
Yes, and it's so great. And if I happen to tell people where I work, I mean, they ask 100 questions, which I love, and that's great that people are so excited about it and can't wait to come. And I'm excited for people to start volunteering. We'll have our volunteer opportunities up probably in the mid-fall, October. So if people just want to find out how to be involved in a different way, that's great too.
Yeah, and we got some photos of what the aquarium potentially could look like. I know they're trying to keep the essence of the train shed that was there from before. So that is going to be very neat, and you have the little hands-on experiences. How can someone get involved? Like you said, people want to be involved and maybe volunteer. How can they start that process?
Yeah, right now it's just there's a sign up on our website if you're just interested. And so once we have those programs and those opportunities available, probably in about 2 months, we'll be ready to kind of say, here's the different ways you can volunteer. There's ways inside the aquarium. You can maybe work at like an educational cart and talk to people about maybe plastics or recycling or different biofacts like a shark skull or something.
Yeah,
so you can help educate the visitors and talk to them. And if that's not your thing, then we have a Conservation Education Center. You can help in there as well. There's some behind the scenes things if you'd prefer not to be out in the public. And then we'll have things even away from the aquarium. So maybe like a stream cleanup. We're looking into kind of adopting part of a stream that we would then keep clean. So you can do those outdoorsy things if that's your preference. So, and those opportunities will grow over time as well.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But getting your name on a fish is happening now. How can they find out about that?
Yes, that's on our website, which is stlaquariumfoundation.org, and just click donate, and there's a commemorative fish option, and it'll walk you through the whole process.
I love it, and all the information for the aquarium is right there on your screen. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's so nice to have you. Don't forget, you guys can go to STL TV's YouTube page and check out what I did on the behind the scenes of that, and kind of get a feel for what it's all going to look like. And don't forget, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and you can always drop us a line at thedailyMix@stltv.net. We want to hear from you. That's going to do it for the Daily Mix. We keep it right here on STL TV and Experience St. Louis.